We're here at Warbury Hill, which is the highest point of the Orro MagnifiCat event, and it features in both the epic and the black versions and comes at around 60 kilometres to go until the finish.
Yes, and with a KOM of 3:15 and a QAM of 4:37, it is by no means a long effort. However, it is steep, and with an average ascent of 7%, maxing out at 20%, it is a tough one.
It starts in the village of Upper Green before taking on Warbury Hill itself, and then ending in a place called Combe, where the famous Combe Gibbet lies.
Yeah, that gibbet was made famous for hanging only two people, before being destroyed in 1676. But a replica has been built, and James, basically, if you're going to attack me today, mate, I consider that a crime. So you might be ending up on the old gibbet.
I can't promise anything, because at the end of the day, it's a climb, so we've got to go for it, haven't we?
Yeah.
And to take on that challenge, we've got two of Orro's finest bikes. Simon's riding the Orro Venturi, which is the aero version, and I've got the Orro Gold, which is the all-round race bike.
Yes, so there's nothing else to talk about. We need to go tackle that climb.
Let's go and get it done.
So the start of the climb kind of starts a little bit outside Upper Green, the little town. So we've done a bit of riding. And the good thing about this climb, it isn't long. It's around 1.29 Ks. So in the first sort of section, you're not going to see anything above 6%, and it will plateau to around 2 to 3% for a time.
You know, when you have these climbs that are never going to be that long, but you get that elevation gain in a real short space of time, don't you? So
yes.
How high do we end up climbing on this?
So it starts around 175-ish meters. It goes up to roughly 260. So we're looking at about 95 meters of elevation gain to the top.
But we gained pretty much most of that in the last 500 meters.
Roughly, yes. So around sort of just after halfway, that's when we start feeling it in the legs.
Yeah,
if you're going hard, you've got to be careful. Don't go too hard too soon and feel like you got the good legs today, because there is a sting in the tail of this one. The road forks to the right, you follow it round, there's not a junction that you use, and then that's when you start to see it. That's when you start to see the road start opening up a little bit, and the hill reveals itself, because you're kind of caged in a little bit here, aren't you?
Lovely, like real nice classic English country lane here with these big hedgerows which protect from the wind. As soon as you're outside of this, that wind hits you, doesn't it? And you don't really want a headwind on.
Yeah, right now we can hear the bushes, can't we? We can hear the trees, and we're waiting for that exposed section which comes at the right-hand turn. So right now, we can see the right-hand bend. We're coming up to it.
Yep.
So now is where we start to feel the first few pressure points, shall we say. I'm now getting out of the saddle. You can see that we're getting up to 6, 7, 8%. As we round this right-hander, we look up.
Oh yeah, there it is.
And see a little rise. So now we're getting into the territory pushing 10%. And it doesn't really ease off now. So this is it, it's the second half of the climb.
Simon's almost out of his gears already. But it's quite nice again though, because you can just see out of your right eye that view sort of reveal itself. And you can kind of use it as a distraction technique.
You can. So yes, I'm out. This is my lowest gear now.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I don't even want to know what I've got left.
Shall I look for you? Yeah, you're in your lowest gear.
Oh, no!
So as you start to see the views, you get a small respite to enjoy it.
It's quite naughty because you think you're at the top.
Yes.
You have this bit, so you get a chance to quickly catch the view.
And you can actually see the gibbet from here.
Over in the distance.
So this climb in the UKC MagnifiCat event in partnership with Orro comes with only 60 kilometers to go. So as you can see, this is quite a tough climb.
Especially when you've done 100 kilometers already.
Yes. And we're rounding the end of this climb, and the steepest parts are at the end, right where we are. We're coming to the top, where immediately it eases. So this is not flat.
No.
This is still a climb, but it
feels like you're on flat. So yes! Yeah.
So although it is quite short, it is a tough climb. But now, this is pretty much it.
Oh, amazing.
We've now gotten to a flat section, but what we're going to do is we're going to carry on slightly further, which isn't technically the climb, but we can get up nice, close and personal to that gibbet.
Oh, amazing.
Well, there you have it, Warbury Hill, the climb that comes out of Upper Green in the North Wessex Down up to Combe Gibbet, where we are now. We've come that little extra bit up to see the post right at the top. Bit of off-roading, bit naughty, wasn't it?
But it's part of it, you know. If you're going to come this far, you might as well make that little extra journey to see this famous site.
Yes, and it's where James Bracey should face his punishment.
Well, hang on a second. I didn't even drop you at all. We stayed together for that whole climb.
Oh, to be fair, you have been really nice to me today.
For once. Well, if you've got a local climb that you'd like to see us take on, then please put it in the comments section below. And otherwise, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and click subscribe to keep up with our latest releases. But until then, we'll see you next time.